What is for you? What is your purpose?
Know my purpose, and I'm clearing it, ever so clearing it now. My purpose is just bringing out greatness in people. Like, I see myself now, like I visualized it the other day. I see myself as a tugboat. Do you understand? I tow big ships out. And sometimes when you're towing a big ship out, you want to be on that ship. But you got to disconnect. Once you've done your job, disconnect. Go back to what you're supposed to be doing. Because that shit will drag you and sink you. When you're meant to let go of things, do not be attached to nothing or nobody. Do what your purpose serves it. Make it a great place to visit, and for them to, or for it or them to visit you, and let go. Because sometimes when you invest so much in something, you expect something back, but you should never do that. Everything is given to be given. You know, if I engage in a relationship with you and we're friends, and I say, bro, like, I give you that, bro, I need this back. I wasn't given it. I put it down somewhere to get it back later.
Yeah, it come with...
Yeah, it comes, you're attached. I'm attached to what I've given.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, casting a fishing rope out and you just leave it there. Do you understand? Like, when you give, just give. Expect nothing back. Like you said, the universe will give it back when it's supposed to. Your timing. But if you're attached to that thing, it drifts you this way. So that's why I see my purpose. I'll go back to purpose. My thing is putting people, directing people where they're supposed to be. I saw it. It was mad the other day, only 3 days ago. I see myself as a little tugboat pulling big ships out into the sea.
And how do you do that in the real world? How are you the tugboat?
In the real world, I see their attributes and I coerce them into knowing themselves. I see their attributes and I act as a mirror. So I'm the mirror they sit in front of for 45 minutes. And what I do, I take the lies, put them there, and reflect back the truth. Because everyone believes, people also believe lies about themselves. So I take away them lies, the distortion, so to speak, the translucent light. I say, look, you're pure light. And they talk to me, and I just reiterate the positives they said to me, or whether it's by vocals or interaction or energy. Because if you bring shit to me, you're going to see shit. If you bring goodness to me, you're going to see goodness. But like I said, sometimes I take the shit and I give you back goodness. Because I just want you to be the best you. If you're the best you, he's the best him, he's the best him, she's the best her, there's no looking left and right. There's no envy in the world. You know, and there's a program soon to launch, 12 Steps to the Throne. Because I believe we're all kings and queens out here. So if we all act in demeanor as kings, we are our territory. We are king and queens of our destinies. Yeah? We don't need to look at someone else's stuff. When kings address themselves, they deal like on a high level. They exchange at a high altitude or high value, whether it's by gifts, conversations, or what they've experienced. But the energy exchange, the verbal exchange, is at a high level because they know themselves to be kings. They know what they rule. And they know it's not their job to rule another man's kingdom. Because if I jump off my throne to jump on your throne, who's sitting on my throne? I can't sit on both at the same time. I know, okay, my queen is here. You know, and if you look at a king, there's nothing behind him. When he sits, he's got advisors by the side of him and he's queen. But there's nothing behind him. And we all look forward. Because we have every right to do so. You look at what's in front of you, not what's behind you. So that gives you an opportunity to be a better person today. And forget what you done yesterday. When I was in the sales world, they said you're only as good as your last sale. Because you've got to push forward. What you've done in the past has helped forge your character, but you've got to let it go now. It's not you.
I think a lot of people hold on to the achievements that they've had in life, and then you can look at me. I'm a great example. I fought in UFC at a young age, and if I'd have just been the guy that, I was a UFC fighter. I don't know if you know, but I was a UFC fighter. I don't know if you heard it. No, I mean, I say UFC a lot, but yeah. It's like, if you just hold on to that accolade and you don't grow or continue, and you just like, it's like guys at school that were good at sports.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that the truth today?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yesterday's truth is tomorrow's lie.
Yeah.
It's not the truth no more.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It goes. So if you're just going to hang on to that, I'm not the guy that's just hung on to an accolade that I've had.
Yeah.
I'm someone that's tried to develop and become better and grow and get bigger. Yeah. But I think a lot of people out there, because they don't understand themselves and they don't have a good connection with themselves or a good connection with God or the Spirit, they don't believe that they can achieve more. They don't believe that their life can change. They don't believe that it's just a stage that they're going through and it's a part of their life and it becomes their whole life. That's what I'm saying. Like the kid that I know, kids at school that were great footballers and great, and they were like the popular kid, and that was like the highlight of their life. Yeah. Life's long. Like, how is that the best thing that's ever happened to you? You know, and they go on and they become, you know, then they have the son that they give the T-shirt that says Cristiano Ronaldo on it, because they don't become their true selves. Yeah. They just are a fragment of themselves. So I think a lot of people struggle with that, and it comes again, for me, it always comes back to the same thing, and it comes down to that trust and that belief in who you are and that connection that you have. You know, and I think if you can have that pride in yourself as a man and believe that you are a king of your kingdom, it's something that completely revolutionizes the way that you view the world, the frame you put the world in, the eyes that you look at. If you look at your life like, I don't use the word king, I look at my life like I'm the main character of my story.
Of course. You
know, and a movie's being made about me. There's this clip, this famous Joe Rogan thing. Joe Rogan said, imagine a camera crew was following your life, and it's like, yeah, that's how I look at my life. I'm the main character. Everyone else is not. Yeah. I'm the main guy. So what I believe and what I do is the most important thing, and I take all the responsibility for my life, and I push forward. Yeah. And I think most people aren't even the main character or aren't even the king in their own kingdom. Most people are the peasant because they're acting like a peasant because they don't believe they can be the king. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I think that self-belief is what we need to reinstall in society, and I think the answer to that is difficult. You know, and then the question comes: does everyone deserve to be a king?